Good morning, students. Welcome back to our class. This is your science subject, you know. So today we will learn the chapter number 5. We have already started, so we will continue with the chapter number 5, solids, liquids and gases. Okay. So I will start. Okay. Yes, all of you, a very good morning. I have writing there in the chat box. So all of you will open chapter number 5, solids, liquids and gases. Okay. Solids, liquids and gases. Okay, see here, chapter number 5, solids, liquids and gases. Okay. So I think all of you will open the book, your textbook. Okay. So we have discussed up to page number 28. We have discussed that states of matter are interchangeable. Okay. So today I will continue with solids dissolve in liquids. Solids dissolve in liquids. Solids dissolve in liquids. This is from page number 28. Okay, page number 28 in your Priyojit, don't send any picture here. Priyojit Mondol, please. Okay. See here, solids dissolve in liquids. See here, this is an activity. Take 5 glasses. Take about half teaspoon each of salt, sugar, turmeric powder, that is haldi, chalk powder and sand. Fill the glasses half with water. So you are taking 5 glasses, then you are taking half teaspoon of different substances such as salt, you are taking sugar, turmeric powder, that means haldi, you are taking chalk powder and sand. Okay. Now fill the glasses half with water. You are filling the glass half with water. Now dissolve these things in water one by one in different glasses. Record your observations. Okay. So you are putting these substances in the glass of water. Then you are recording your observation. So put a tick mark at the right place in the given table. So salt. First of all, you are taking salt. Things. Okay. Color of water. Changes. Does not change. Okay. Then dissolves in water. and another column is does not dissolve in water. Just a look there, we will do that one. Okay. See here, first of all, salt. Color of water changes or does not change? It will be does not change. Okay. Then sugar, number 2 is sugar. You are taking sugar and putting in the glass of water, you are stirring it, it will see the sugar will dissolve. And color of water does not change. Okay. Now this turmeric powder. Turmeric powder. Okay. Turmeric powder, see here, color water. When you are putting turmeric powder or haldi in the water, first of all, what will happen? Some part, means some quantity, some amount of turmeric powder or haldi, which will settle down at the bottom. Okay, it will not dissolve, and some part it will float. So it will partially dissolve. Here it is no table there, so I will write color water does not change. Somewhat it becomes yellow, then after some time it becomes colorless. Okay, so I will write here the color of water does not change. Okay, and dissolves in what? Does not dissolve. It will be does not dissolve because it will partially dissolve. Okay, it will partially dissolve. Partially means some part. Then I will taking chalk powder. Chalk powder, see, chalk is calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate doesn't dissolve in water. Calcium carbonate, CaCO3, it doesn't dissolve in water. So what will happen? You will write here color water does not change. You will tick mark there. Then dissolve, no, does not dissolve, because it becomes, see, some part of the chalk powder, okay, some amount of chalk powder, it will settle at the bottom, and some part it may be at the top of the water, become a suspension, okay, become a layer. So I will write there, I will tick mark in does not dissolve, chalk powder. Okay. Then there is sand. Sand, you know, it doesn't dissolve. So I will write color water does not change, and this is does not dissolve. Okay. So this one we have done. Okay. Now see the next page, page number 29. See page number 29, all of you. Conclusion. What conclusion? See, number 1, conclusion, you can get all things do not dissolve. All things do not dissolve. And number 2, the color of water does not change always. And the color of water does not change always. Okay. So you will follow this one, what I have told. Now I will discuss what happens when solids dissolve in liquids. So see here, all of you see page number 29, you must follow this one. What happens when solid dissolves in liquid? Suppose solid dissolved in means, suppose sugar or salt, it is dissolving in water. So what is happening? Actually what is happening? See, take some water in a glass, mark the water level with a marker pen. Okay. So I have taken a glass of water, some then I have marked the level of water with a marker pen. Add 2 teaspoons of sugar to the water and stir it well with a spoon. Then I have taken 2 teaspoons of sugar and put it in the glass of water. Then I am stirring the glass well. Okay. what will happen? Note the water level in the glass. First of all, first when you are taking the glass with water, you are marking the glass level with a marker pen, then you are adding sugar to it, then you are stirring the glass, after that sugar dissolving in water, now you are marking the level. It remains the same. See, you will see that the level of water will be the same as before. This shows that the volume of the water remains the same even after dissolving sugar in it. You got that idea? Means that volume of the water, volume of the liquid remains the same even after dissolving sugar in it. See the picture given, water level first of all you are taking, then before dissolving sugar water level mark, after dissolving sugar same level. That means the volume of the water remains the same even after dissolving sugar in it. So, volume of water does not change even after dissolving sugar in it. What does it indicate? Now, what does it indicate? It indicates that the molecules in a liquid are not very closely packed. You know, in solid the molecules are very closely packed. There is no intermolecular spaces among the molecules. But in liquid, their molecules are not very closely packed. They are little bit apart, far apart. So, there is little intermolecular spaces in between the molecules. So, there are empty spaces among the liquid molecules. I have told you, when sugar is dissolved in water, sugar molecules fill the empty spaces among the molecules of water. That means, there are some empty spaces in the molecules of the liquid. When sugar is added and sugar is stirred, when sugar dissolves in the water, sugar molecules, what does it do? Sugar molecules fills the empty spaces of the liquid, empty spaces of the liquid molecules. So, the water level in the glass remains the same, that is the volume of water does not change. See the picture, it is better if you look at the picture. See empty spaces among water molecules. So, I will draw this one, it is better. So, I will rub this one. What is actually happening, you will come to know. Very interesting, you will look at, you will see it properly and memorize it. Okay. So, what I have told, volume of water does not change. Volume of water, this is from page number 29. Volume of water does not change even after dissolving volume of water does not change even after dissolving sugar in it. This conclusion I have made from this experiment. So, here I will explain. Suppose this is the molecules. Okay. This is a molecular arrangement in liquids in the water. Okay. Empty spaces among water molecules, among water molecules. So, when you are adding sugar, in the water, what will happen? After stirring the sugar properly, the sugar will dissolve in the liquid, in the water. So, what will happen here? Look at there, I am drawing another figure, these are the molecules of water. So now when you are adding sugar in the water, it will dissolve. After adding the sugar properly, it will dissolve. That means sugar molecules have taken the empty spaces here. Okay. Sugar molecule have taken the empty spaces. These are the empty spaces the sugar molecules have taken. So these are I can tell these are water molecules, and this small one, this is the sugar molecules. Okay. So what will happen? Sugar molecules fill the empty spaces, between the water molecules. Okay. Sugar molecules fill the empty spaces between the water molecules. So what will happen? See, I am reading it once again. What does it indicate? It indicates the molecules in a liquid are not very closely packed. There are empty spaces among the liquid molecules. When sugar is dissolved in water, sugar molecules fill the empty spaces among the molecules of water. So the water level in the glass remains the same, that is, the volume of water does not change. You can see this from the experiment from the picture. This is from page number 29. Okay. So I think all of you got this idea. What happens when solid dissolves in water? Suppose this experiment you can perform with the salt also. Salt also same thing. You are taking salt, you are stirring the salt properly, salt will dissolve in water and the water level remains the same as before. We have taken water. First of all, the level will be the same after dissolving of the salt, same level. Okay. So there is solute, solvent and solution. So I will start this one a little bit. See here, solute, solvent and solution. In the above activity, we have prepared a sugar solution by dissolving sugar in water. There are many other things which get dissolved in water. I have told with salt also it can be dissolved in water. The substances that dissolve in a liquid are said to be soluble in that liquid and are called solute. So you will underline there, you will learn this, you will memorize this. What do you mean by solute? Question is, what do you mean by solute? The substances that dissolve in a liquid are said to be soluble in that liquid and are called solutes. For example, sugar and salt. Then solvent, the liquid in which a substance that is solute dissolves is called a solvent. Means the liquid in which a solute dissolves is called a solvent. For example, water and milk. And last of all, the liquid that we get by dissolving a solute in a solvent is called a solution. So what do you mean by solute? What do you mean by solvent? What do you mean by solution? These are all the questions. We will learn this better in the next class. Today I will end here with the class. So you will underline the thing, what are solutes? The substance that dissolves in a liquid are said to be soluble in the liquid and are called solute. Here sugar, in the above expression, sugar is the solute. Then the liquid in which the substance, means in which a solute dissolves, is called a solvent. here in the above explained, the water is the solvent and the liquid that we get by dissolving a solute in a solvent is called a solution. Here the sugar dissolving water means the sugar solution is the solution here. Okay. So, I hope you will all learn this thing, we will all memorize. Then one thing, you will also prepare for the assessment 1 exam, which is going to be start today. I have already started, I think. So, all will learn properly. And by the way, anyone can tell me when is your science exam? You can tell me, you can write that in the chat box. When is your science exam? Science exam? Okay. So, you will be better know the thing. I have told you before that your exam will be of MCQ type. Okay, you will able to all answer it. I think all will get success and I will learn the chapters properly, chapter 1 and 2. I have told you. We will discuss some question answer next day, MCQ type. Okay. You will learn from chapter 1 and chapter 2, that MCQ type. Okay, what is given in the exercise. Suppose I can tell there are dash molars in each jaw in an adult. How many molars? There are 6 molars in each jaw in an adult. Harmful disease causing microbes are called germs, insect, mosquito. It will be germs. This way you will write. Okay. So, next day I will discuss some of the question answer. So thank you everyone and goodbye.